If you haven't seen the last stream we did a little while back, that was episode 8, and that was on CBD for oral care. Check that out if you haven't already done so. We also talked a little bit about our oral paste, and we've been selling a lot of it, and people are really enjoying it and giving us a lot of decent reviews on some of the things it's doing, so check that out. So since the last stream, obviously the world has changed quite a bit. We're all dealing with this COVID in our own way, and we don't really want to sensationalize this any more than it already is. So I thought we could share with you some research we did, and then we're going to go into CBD for immune support, because COVID appears to be, and you've probably all heard this, really attacking people with compromised immune systems. So that's the topic tonight, is CBD for the immune support and whether or not it can help combat or limit COVID-19. So ultimately we'll get to that, but tonight we're going to do it a little different and put the presentation right up on the screen so you can see it while we narrate behind it. So follow along. We'll come back in about, I guess it's about 6 or 7 minutes long. We're going to teach you a little bit about some things you probably haven't heard of regarding the coronavirus, and then we're going to get into how CBD specifically stimulates the immune system. So watch along, check it out, and then we'll be back if you have any questions.
All right, so today's stream we're going to be talking about whether or not CBD helps with COVID-19 and can help stimulate the immune system. So let's start by going over the COVID-19 virus. Where did it come from? Well, the common storyline is that a bat was infected and it jumped to humans after this infected bat was eaten. Possible? Yes, but it takes a long time for any virus to mutate from bats to humans. It takes a specific type of virus to go from a bat to a human as well. So this whole idea of the bat to the human is simply not true. See, mutation takes quite a bit of time, and this virus must have specific receptor binding domain and contain the ACE2 receptor. So, while we are not conspiracy theorists, we do the research and we look for the facts. And there are a few facts that people need to be aware of regarding COVID-19. It did not come from a person eating an infected bat. In fact, coronavirus has been around for many years, but the COVID-19 appears to have been augmented in the lab. And in fact, there is a patent for coronavirus, but not for corona or COVID-19. So let's show you the patent here. You can see that in the first section, the abstract, it presents the invention provided as a live, unattenuated coronavirus. And then to the right, we have the inventor's names. We have the current assignee, which the corporation's name is Pirbright Institute. And then below that, we have the worldwide patent application showing when it was submitted and when it was granted. This has been around for a while, folks. And it does appear that it was augmented in a lab, and whether or not it was released on purpose or accidental really doesn't matter. So, the accident or purpose is not our concern. We have no interest in speculation. The fact is that it is here, and we need to deal with it in a rational manner. Can CBD help combat COVID? That's the big question today. And just as broccoli and asparagus and sprouts help support the immune system, so do cannabinoids in the right balance. We're always talking about that here at our store and with our clients, balance in all things. CBD and the immune support, let's talk about that. So many cannabinoids, including cannabidiol, stimulate the immune system through influence on millions of receptors in all mammals. Okay, this explains why dogs, cats, goats, horses also tend to respond very well with CBD. They are in fact also mammals. They bear milk. So all humans have cannabinoid receptors. All mammals have these receptors throughout the body and the brain. Next, breast milk and 2-AG. A lot of people aren't aware of this, but this is very interesting. Cannabinoids are found naturally in breast milk. Okay, we've always known that breast milk supports the immune system for the infant. And the most abundant cannabinoid found in breast milk is in fact called 2-arachidonyl glycerol, or 2-AG for short. This 2-AG is an endocannabinoid, means it's made from within the body, and it activates the cannabinoid CB1 receptor. It is also involved in a wide range of physiological functions, such as emotion, cognition, which is thoughts through the brain, energy balance, sensation, including pain, and neuroinflammation. Okay, 2-AG is critical in keeping newborns alive, as it stimulates the suckling response by the tongue muscles, and the CB1 receptors in the brain control these functions. So, specifically CBD for immune support, how does CBD assist with immune support? Well, it does it, and it stimulates the immune support in 3 specific ways. CBD influences the vagus nerve, okay, which has modulatory effect on many autonomic functions. We're going to show you that in a sec. CBD helps to reduce inflammatory processes. Okay, it's also good for neuroprotectants in the brain. By the way, the US government also had a patent on cannabinoids for neuroinflammation. You can just look it up on Google, CBD for neuroinflammation patent, and you will get the patent number. Okay, CBD also augments something called glutathione, and glutathione plays a key role in your immune system. So yes, CBD does have benefits to the immune support, but not just by itself, in concert with other things. So let's look at the vagus nerve real quick. A lot of people aren't really familiar with the vagus nerve, but we do tell all of our clients in the store about it. It's a remarkable nerve that runs from the base of the skull down into the lower intestines. And in this particular case, you're going to see it has over 21 controls in place. It controls over 21 specific things in the body. Okay? So it's part of our biology. Cannabinoids are part of our immune system. They control millions of chemical functions and stimulate millions of vital receptors and membranes that control or contribute to homeostasis. So this is nothing more than they help us stay balanced. And as with anything, too much of a good thing can be bad and throw the system out of balance. So for those people that think some milligrams of a good thing is good, and if you take more, it'll only be better, we say no to that. So CBD and balanced diet. There's no substitute for a balanced diet rich in cruciferous greens and limiting caffeine, limiting alcohol, limiting dairy, and any kind of fast food. CBD should not be viewed as a product you take so that you can eat poorly. We see a lot of people come in the store saying, this is great. When I take my CBD and I feel balanced, I can eat whatever I want. Not really the idea we had in mind. Okay. Additionally, stress contributes to nutritional deficiencies, so try not to be consumed by the COVID fear that's everywhere right now. Okay, a little bit of fear is good to stay wise, but don't let it take over. Because the placebo effect is a real thing. The more you focus on something like COVID, the more you're likely to have your body begin to send signals as if you have it. This personally happened to me. When COVID first broke, I was focusing on the news and watching it every day, and I began to have symptoms very quickly. And then I said, you know what, this is absurd. I am not looking at this. I am not watching this. I turned it off. And within one day, all the symptoms I had disappeared. So the link between the brain and the body is very powerful. Stay informed, but don't stay overly consumed by the news. Okay, overexposure of negativity will literally make you sick. And we always refer to Dr. Joe Dispenza and Dr. Bruce Lipton as experts in the field of psychosomatic medicine. And the good news in all this is that through this COVID breakout pandemic, people are starting to look more into how to understand their immune system. And we applaud that. So, our new CBD water-soluble product is something we're going to feature at the end of this little workshop. The water-soluble CBD tends to have a higher bioavailability and modulate faster because it is water-soluble and the body is 70% water. The downside to water-soluble is simply the taste. When you start to get up into higher potencies, it gets a little tough because the nanoparticle CBD has kind of a tough flavor to it. So we currently have a 600 milligram in natural wintergreen and natural watermelon flavor. It's actually pretty darn yummy. We did try to make a 1500 milligram. It just did not taste good at all. So that's the highest milligram strength that we sell in water soluble. And right now we just wanted to go ahead and open this up to some questions. Thank you for your time. Hopefully this has given you guys some things to think about, some things to be aware of. And if anyone has any questions, we'll go ahead and take them now.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. So hopefully you learned some things from that presentation. This is our 600 milligram water-soluble spray, sanitary cap, dispenses very easily. It's not a mist spray, it's actually a dispenser. So all the instructions are on the webpage for this product. Everyone, it's been working, so everyone wear your masks, stay sanitary. We're going to open up for questions. If anyone's got any questions, let us know. If not, we will see you on the next stream, and thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Hey, John, Marion Surprise wants to know what kind of steps are the azWHOLEistic stores taking to
Excellent.
social distancing and stuff?
Excellent question. So we've got social distancing signs throughout the site, throughout the store. We've got blue tape 3 feet pretty much from all the counters. We sanitize the tablets and everything after every customer. We sanitize the door handle to the store after every customer. We're doing our part through the CDC guidelines and trying to make sure that we're doing what they say and more. So we are doing our best. Everyone that works in the store is wearing a mask and gloves, especially people that are obviously in front of customers. So lucky, very happy to report none of my employees have had any symptoms as of yet. So we're blessed, but that's a very good question. We are making sure that we're trying to do everything possible to stay as sanitary as possible.
And at this point, people don't even have to come to the store. They can order online and just get it shipped for free.
Correct. Yeah. We changed our shipping to be free now. It won't go back to $5 of shipping, which it used to be, because we can send out 2 bottles of CBD, which costs us about $4.60. We charge $5. We don't make a lot of money on it. But with COVID, we want to do free shipping nationwide, and we're not going to reverse that. So from now on, it'll be free shipping if anyone wants to ship from the website. And feel free to ask any comments if someone sees this video later and wants to have any questions answered.
Larry in New Jersey asked, are there any particular cannabinoids? CBD is one of them, but are there any other cannabinoids that are more effective for COVID, such as like maybe CBG for nausea or something like that?
That's a great question. So based on what the symptomology is for COVID right now, it's attacking people with compromised immune systems and having respiratory issues. That's what we're seeing. Because of the influence the presentation showed the influence to the vagus nerve, which controls a lot of different things, all the cannabinoids that I've researched, which include CBD, obviously, the most research we've done to that cannabinoid, CBD. CBG has some additional benefits, anti-inflammatory, a little bit more sedative for sleep, very good for any gastrointestinal issues and cancer, very anti-mitogenic. Studies are showing that CBG tends to want to attack cancer cells more aggressively than CBD does. And a lot of people have had great success with various forms of cancer and their other treatments with CBD in combination. So CBC, cannabichromine, CBDVA, cannabidiolic acid, they all modulate the immune system. So obviously right now we're talking more about the multi-cannabinoid products just because the more cannabinoids in the tincture, the more attack on toxins in the body and the more stimulation to the immune system. So that's a really good question. But there aren't any one specific cannabinoids that are going to be better at anything. But when they're all working together synergistically in the body, that's why the broad spectrums tend to be selling better. And once people consume a broad spectrum after just taking an isolate product, which is just pure CBD isolate only, and they migrate to the broad spectrum like our Dulce Vita, for example, which has 7 different cannabinoids in the test result, 3, 4 primary and then trace amounts of some others, they're getting more benefit from the multi-cannabinoid products. So that's a good question.
So, and if somebody is just taking this for immune support, are we talking like 300 milligrams, quarter dropper a day?
We always start low here in the store, and we say that in all our videos. We never allow people to take too much too fast, because you only want to take the amount that your body requires. So again, we start low, 5 or 10 milligrams a day. Every 3 to 5 days, your choice. Migrate your dose up a little bit until your symptomology begins to change. If you don't have any issues, you've got no pain, you've got no anxiety, you're a healthy person, nothing to complain about, and you just want to take it for immune support, I think Lonnie's right on. A 300 milligram bottle of our True Infusion nanoparticle CBD is only $45. A quarter dropper in the morning and a quarter dropper at night is a half a dropper total. That's only 5 milligrams. You could even take a half dropper morning, half dropper night, 10 milligrams a day, and the bottle will last you a full 30 days just for some maintenance. So pretty inexpensive just to gravitate to a maintenance dose versus something that is more chronic. Perfect. Thank you so much, folks. We appreciate the questions, and we'll see you next time.